Welcome everyone to July Empties. This is where I share the products that I used up throughout the entire month. I also share a lot of food items with you, lifestyle, supplements, everything. I share it all. Before we get started, first I want to remind you that the links to everything that I share with you today will be in the description box below. You can always click that top link and get to the corresponding blog post, which is always your easiest place to shop from. But let me know if you would be willing for me to switch this up a little bit and do these videos quarterly. I only am offering that or proposing that because I share the same things month after month because I am a creature of habit and I stick with the tried and true products. I have a video, tried and true products. You'll probably see a lot of the items I share with you today in that video. I just wonder if it's kind of redundant, so maybe doing these quarterly would be better, but let me know in the comments section below how you feel about that. Also, I always share my outfit and beauty details to all my videos in the description box below. If they don't fit, they'll be on the corresponding blog post. So for example, this camisole, which I now have in, let's see, I have it in white, black, navy, and magenta. I now have it in 4 colors because I love it so much. Typically I layer it, and I am going out tonight and I'm going to throw a blazer on over top of this, but I decided for this purpose to just let it all hang out. I don't know. We always do have a little fun in these videos, but let's get started with the products. Before we get started, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Clarisonic Pro that I have been using for years, which I believe this device has been discontinued. I have been able to find some replacement heads for it. They are not Clarisonic, but I've been able to continue the use of this. I recently upgraded to a new device to replace my Clarisonic, and I did a video last week where I showed that, and I actually showed a little demo of me using it. So that's what now I use in my shower on a daily basis. I don't want to necessarily say this is an empties because I'm not going to throw this out. It works, and I don't want to regret getting rid of it, so I'm going to hang on to it for a while, but I do want to share it in today's video because I am no longer going to be using it. And again, I don't know why. I'm pretty sure Clarisonic has discontinued. If not, let me know. I could be wrong. The next item that you see on repeat is my scalpel that I use to dermaplane or dermablade my face. I did that today. I have a video where I talk about this and a demo of me using it. Always on repeat, the Mederma Advanced Dry Skin Therapy Facial Toner. I always show this. Let me remind you that if there's anything that I do show you that I wouldn't repurchase, I always share that information. But pretty much everything you see, I repurchase over and over and have for years. Again, that is why. Do we want to see this every month? I don't know. You'll let me know. Exfoliating cotton rounds. These ones are by Swispers. I don't care the name brand. I just know they have to be exfoliating. Here's a product I purchased that I wouldn't repurchase. I got it on Amazon, and it is an alpha hydroxy acid skin rejuvenation therapy. From my research on it on Amazon, I thought this was a step up from the 30% glycolic peel that I've been doing in home. Well, this wasn't, so I wouldn't recommend this. I did put the name of it in the description box, but I made a recommendation of the one that I tried prior to this, which I liked a lot more. It was definitely a great at-home peel, and would highly recommend it. So check out the links and you'll see where I inserted that information. We have a cut up tube of my prescription strength retinoid Tazarotene 1.0%. As you know, I cut everything open. I will have the link to the little spatula that I use to scrape out my products. It will be the top link in the description box below. Absolutely love this skincare product. It is the Skin Medica HA5. It's very pricey, and I know the consensus is out if it's really worth it, but I love it. That's the problem. I love it. I love it so much. I'm not I'm probably going to hold off using it, although it's such a great product to use post halo laser. I go next Monday for my halo laser. It'll be 6 months since I've had halo laser the first time on February 1st, and I go next Monday, I think it's August 9th, for my second round of halo laser, and this is a great product to use post halo laser, so we'll see if I purchase this. Highly recommend it. It's just a pricey item. I love it though, I really do. Here is an SPF product I did not like. I couldn't finish using it. I just don't like the feel of it on my face. It is a mineral sunscreen, which it's a great sunscreen. It's a great SPF lotion with the pro niacin. I think it's 5%. Yeah, it's made with niacin, broad spectrum, SPF 30. I just could never get it off. No matter how much I washed my face, I could not get this SPF off my face. So wouldn't recommend it. It's a full tube, but I just can't. Next little rubber pad that I want to share with you is exactly that. It's a rubber pad. This is the replacement pad that goes in my eyelash curler. So recently, me and my girls purchased like a little container of a whole bunch of these so that we can just all use them and replace that rubber pad. It's amazing how many people don't know or didn't know that you need to change that rubber pad. If your eyelash curler is not working optimally, it just needs a new pad. That's it. So I will have these linked below, and I will also link my favorite eyelash curler, which of course you can get to in my most recent going out makeup look, which would be kind of like what I'm wearing today. So if you like my makeup, you can check out that video. I'll be sure to link it. I can also put a little card up here so you can click on it. But yes, very important to change your pads out periodically. Speaking of lashes, emptied my favorite mascara, the Lights Camera Lashes by Tarte. I have a few lip liner pencils that I couldn't sharpen anymore. So we have two by Palladio in the shade Rose, which is a favorite. I wear it every day. I have it on today just to outline. I only use the Palladio Rose to outline. Then I fill in my lips with the lip contour in the shade Muse by Huda Beauty. This has been discontinued. I did a major splurge purchase of these when they got knocked down to a low price. So I believe I have at least 6 in the can. But basically they came out with a retractable, which I'm not thrilled about, but thankfully I only use it to fill in my lips because I don't like retractable for outlining. I don't believe you can get a good outline. I like retractable pencils for maybe the eye, especially the inner eye. You know my favorite by Rimmel, but I'm just bummed that there's no longer going to be a sharpening one. And I believe there's a new name. So I did link the new pencil that I believe is out to take place of this, but I have to be honest, I have not used it because there's no reason for me to purchase it when I have a whole bunch of these in the can. And this is one by Rimmel that it's Rimmel Natural, I believe. I can't read it. Nope, can't read it. Oh wait, yes I can. Satin Mauve, I think it's by Rimmel. It's a nice liner, it's a little bit lighter. I just don't like how difficult it is to go on compared to the other two. So definitely recommend Palladio in Rose and love the Huda Beauty line because there's a lot of moisture to those lip pencils, so they're great for filling in. Just got my teeth cleaned a few days ago and got a new toothbrush, so here's the old one. Crest toothpaste, this is the baking soda and peroxide and whitening. I'm not fussy about my toothpaste. Crest is great. Retainer Bright cleaning tablets. These are the little tablets that we all use within the family to clean our Invisalign trays, or mine's no longer Invisalign. I have a permanent upper tray that I sleep with, post Invisalign. Paul is still doing Invisalign. Chloe just got her braces off this week, so now she has a clear retainer like I do. These little tablets are what we use to clean them. Highly recommend. Always on repeat, you see my teeth whitening system, the Opalescence Go. I have a recent video where I share all of my teeth whitening products and my routine to keep them extremely white. I will say, like always, every time I get my teeth cleaned, and I have the same person do it, she always says, Tracy, we could never get someone's teeth as white as yours. She said, your teeth are just so incredibly white. And we talked about why is that? Is it because I've whitened for so long? Because she's floored at the fact that I'm a coffee drinker as well. And I don't drink as much red wine as I used to. I've kind of gotten more to the whites, especially during the summer months. I love white wine in the summer. Red is more maybe my fall, winter. But I've been whitening my teeth since I was a teen, always at home, never in office. I don't know if it has to do with that, but she actually doesn't believe that's the reason. So I don't know. All I know is that if you, it's kind of like diet where I talk about to get to your maintenance window, you have to work really hard to get there, okay? But then once you're there, you have to keep doing what you did to get to that maintenance window to maintain the weight. If you don't continue to do what you're doing, you're just going to creep back up. It's the same with whitening your teeth. You really have to work hard at the beginning to get your teeth to be whiter, but then it's maintenance. If you're not doing the maintenance, they'll just go back. But everyone has different teeth. All I know is I love the Opalescence. Go and check out that video. Oh, you're gonna love this. I just took a little break because I was drinking a juice, like juicing juice, prior to filming this. So going back to the white teeth, this is just the perfect time. So I decided to take a little break and finish my juice. And it didn't even register that the juice that I'm drinking is beet juice. So look at my tongue. So if my tongue has really been red this whole video, that's why. But can you imagine, how do you keep your teeth as white when you're drinking beet juice? Anyway, moving along. Gillette Mach 3 razor refills. I will have the razor that I use as well as the refills in the description box. Moving on to one of my favorite self-tanners. I talk about this all the time. Yes, it's all cut open. It is the Jergens Natural Glow 3 Days to Glow Moisturizer in medium to tan. I don't do a lot of self-tanning these days. It's really difficult for me to do self-tanning because I walk in the evenings. So I do my workouts in the morning, walk in the evenings. If you put self-tanner on and then you walk later, it is just, if it's hot, it's awful. But I have done a little bit. So I've had 3 spray tans this season, like this summer season. I think the first one I got this year was right before my 50th birthday party, which don't forget I have a vlog video of that. I can link it. But that was my first one, and I've went 3 times. And then this is what I would use in between to keep up with it. So I did empty one of these, and I did repurchase another one, but I can't say that I've been doing a ton of self-tanning. I certainly do not do the self-tanning that I used to do years ago. It's just so much upkeep. Emptied a top coat. This is the Sally Hansen Big Shiny Top Coat. It is my favorite. I only use it on the toes because I just use regular nail polish on my toes. I get them done. I don't get a pedicure. I just get a repolish. For my fingers, I do the dip nails, so I don't put any top coat on, but I find with regular polish and regular nails, meaning if you're not doing the gel or the shellac gel or shellac or the dip, they get dull looking. Regular polish just gets dull looking, and I've always had to use a top coat to shine them back up. Used up my Burt's Beeswax hand cream. I do love this. It's almond milk is the scent. This is a great hand cream for bedtime, but it's very greasy. So it wouldn't be for everyone, and I actually don't think I'm going to repurchase because it just is so emollient, which is great maybe during the winter months. Maybe I'll revisit it then, but I think right now I'm just gonna take a break and I keep another hand cream that I have on hand next to my bed. Just decided to throw this in there. Once in a while, I'll throw something in of Paul's. This is his favorite deodorant. It's by Degree and it's in Cool Rush. I don't know if he's okay with different scents, but the only deodorant that he uses is the Degree. Playtex Sport. These are in Super. I typically buy the Super Plus, but my husband picked these up for me, so he accidentally bought Super, which worked out just fine. Also showing you a couple of boxes of the Poise Impressa in number 3. These are the bladder stoppers that I use. I've talked about the reason I use these in past videos. Not going to go into that today. And like every month, the Members Mark Total Protection underwear for women in small medium that I use for my workouts or when I run. I have an old pair of black pajamas. They are many, many moons old from Victoria's Secret. The reason I know they're so old is because many years ago I started wearing the Nordstrom lingerie line, and these would have been purchased before then. So these are going in the garbage. And I will link my favorite pajamas in the description box. I still love the Nordstrom line, the lingerie line. It is such a great fabric, but I also love the Tommy John as well, so I will link both of those. We have an Advocare Spark Energy. This is in Mandarin Orange. I wasn't super fond of the Mandarin Orange. I did go back to, I think right now I have the grape. I like the grape the best, but this is my pre-workout drink. St. John's wort, already repurchased. 60 billion probiotic, already repurchased in my fridge. And blood sugar support, which I only take when I'm having a celebratory meal that would include a lot of carbohydrates, sugars, refined sugars. If I'm dining out, basically, I will take a blood sugar support to help digest that food that I'm not used to having, or if I'm going to have cocktails, wine, I will take a blood sugar support just to help with that insulin spike that you're going to get. An example would be the day that I'm filming this video. We are going to dinner. I will definitely take this along with a digestive enzyme. Here I have three of my favorite pens. They are the Zebra, and I like the 1.0 point. Green highlighter. I use highlighters all week long in my physical planner for my streams of income. Each stream of income is highlighted a different color. That helps me at the end of the month when I'm doing my final books for that month. These are the Kleenex hand towels. I really like these, especially when entertaining. One of these out by the kitchen sink. We had a party, let's see, the end of May, so a couple of months ago. I actually have a vlog of that party, and I had hired a girl to help out at the party so that I could enjoy myself. It's nice for her to have these that she can continuously use because with her working the party, she has to wash her hands a lot. Let's move into some food items. I've shared these many times, the Chunk Light Tuna. I incorporate a lot of tuna in my diet. I've talked about how these are like a go-to kind of snack to get me until the next meal. Also love the spicy Thai chili. Now these aren't going to be as diet friendly because they do have sugar in them, so you have to be careful. This would be kind of like a treat, but it's really good, and I love how the packets come with a little spoon attached. I've talked many times about my favorite butter. This is not what I use for cooking or baking, but if I'm spreading butter on cornbread, if I'm having a cheat or a treat, I also use this butter to spread on my Ezekiel English muffins before I top it with my egg. Sometimes I use an avocado, but I love this butter. Speaking of Ezekiel English muffins, I have two different boxes here. My favorite is the orange, but if they're out and I have to go with the red box, I will. And then if they're out of both, then I'll just go with the bread, but I do prefer the English muffins over the bread. I have talked about this macaroni and cheese in the past. I'm not one to buy like frozen foods like this. McKenna and Bobby, I believe, are the ones that turned us on to this. This would definitely be a celebratory or cheat meal. It's the Beecher's World's Best Mac and Cheese. It is pricier, it's in your freezer section, but it is so good. It's delicious. Your kids, your teens, your young adults would love it. Shared this little gem many times before. This is also a treat or a cheat for me. It's by Kroger, so the Simple Truth Organic is a Kroger line. The goat cheese and beet sauce pizza. I picked up one of these for Kirsten to try. Now she didn't love it. She loves goat cheese and she loves beets, which is on it, but she didn't like the combination of sweet potato with beets. I love this, but yes, it's probably not going to be for everyone. When I eat one of those, Paul will typically have the CPK, California Pizza Kitchen barbecue chicken crispy thin crust pizza. I've never tried this, but I'm not a chicken lover, but this is his go-to if we're doing, that's our little treat for the night. And I have an empty fifth of tequila. Yes, you heard right. This is because I made a big pitcher or tub of margaritas a few weeks ago when we had the kids over and just did a bonfire night. So went through that. Gallo Family Cabernet Sauvignon, not the best Cabernet. This was gifted to me for my birthday, a little jumbo bottle because I do like Cab. Did polish it off. It's not my favorite Cab, but it's a very affordable one. If you're not super fluent in your wines, you probably wouldn't know the difference. Had a Pinot Noir here. This was not bad. Probably wouldn't buy it again, but it was decent. It's by Miles and More Pinot Noir. There you have it. July empties. Hard to believe we are already in August. Don't forget to check out the video library of the videos that I mentioned today. Don't forget that outfit and beauty details are always linked. Also, if you've missed or have not watched the New York City vlog, check that out. It is an hour long, but it's worth watching, and the corresponding blog post has every single piece of clothing and accessory that I wore on that trip. I wore this cami, I believe, twice. So check out that video and I hope you enjoy. All right, thanks for joining me. I'll see you right back here next week, right here on YouTube.